Alright, so back again working on the old Dodge. Got a few more parts today to chuck on there. As the temperatures are getting warmer, we do not need a grid heater any longer. So I'm gonna chuck on this grid heater spacer deleter thing, and it'll probably throw some codes at me and I'll have to sort that out, but that's no big deal. Of course I'm not going to throw away my grid heater because I'm not a 10-year-old, and I'll probably at least consider reinstalling it in the winter. It does actually help your gas mileage. I know that sounds goofy that the thing in there would help it, but you know, it's whatever. It's science and stuff. And then we got a little air horn intake dude with some ports. Don't worry, I don't not gonna nitrosify this thing. Just figured it was on sale, you know. I figured I'd clean it up, chuck it on there. It's prettier than the other thing, so we'll give it a shot. So first thing I gotta do is move this vent tube out of the way temporarily. I should probably take that out and paint it black, you know, just so it doesn't look like a second-rate plumber assembled this engine. But for now, it's just gotta, there we go, that'll work. Alright, now I gotta pull all the little accessories. Gotta pull the engine oil dipstick, I'll pull this coupler off, and then I'll start taking out the main bolts for the intake horn. Alright, despite wasting a long time looking around for a bucket to hold all my bolts in, I got the air horn off, and so that's the grid heater in there. It does help a little bit with efficiency, but since the temps are getting warmer now, there's really no reason for them. It's kind of an emissions thing, kind of an efficiency thing, kind of a cold start. It helps out. It helps out with cold starts a little bit, but it's really not that big of a deal. We could talk and argue about it all day, but it's not worth the time. So I'm gonna go about removing this bit now and be very careful not to get any schmoo down the intake. And then we'll put in the spacer and put her all back together. And got the new air horn on, started tightening down the bolts a little bit. It looks like everything matches up pretty well. It's not perfect, but it's alright. I went ahead and did that first so that I wouldn't get a bunch of schmoo down in the intake while I was messing with the old grid heater. I got the old gasket out. I got new gaskets because, as stated in previous videos, we want zero boost leakage, so absolutely zero. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these bolts tight, and then we'll see what to do about the grid heater. Alright, so we got the grid heater and wires taken care of, out of the way. Everything's tightened down. I still got to tighten down this clamp here and put the oil line, attach it to that thing on the top. While I was at it, I found some vacuum line lying around. The cruise control had been disconnected for some reason. I don't know if that's some big deal or not, but the old owner said he didn't believe in it, so he had disconnected it when doing some prior work, I guess, or something like that. Maybe it had a vacuum leak, I don't know. But I found some old vacuum line, reconnected it. I guess we'll test it out, see if it works. We'll go ahead and put this vent line back in. Okay, need two hands for that. But yeah, so we got those few things to take care of. We got this, made this box up from the old, what the other stuff came in. Make it nice and dirty, authentic. For the intake elbow grid heater for the Ram, and we will put that in storage, and for when we might need it in the future. All right. Once over, think everything's tightened up, go wash my hands because they're kind of gross, and then give her a test drive. Alright, so right off the bat, there's no check engine light, which is a good sign. I was pretty much just expecting removing that grid heater to throw a light off the bat. It probably will in colder temperature when it's like supposed to come on. Since it's pretty warm outside today, it's not going to worry about it. But ideally, whatever I did is not going to cause an issue. There are some things I could do as like a second try, but it's a lot better when your first try works out, but very rare. All right, we're just going to take it for a quick test drive. Just to see if there's any noticeable difference. You pretty much have to take my word for it, first of all, and second of all, there probably won't be a difference at all, but you know, it was a good time, so I guess we'll find out though. It looks like it might potentially rain. I was looking around outside in the area of the highway and stuff, so probably don't have a ton of time to drive around all day and give you a full bore review like I know you expect from this top-notch quality channel. But I can at least go up and down the highway once, give you a feel for new setup. So, all right, coming into my first on-ramp here. It does feel a tiny bit more smooth, but it's nothing to write home about. You can ignore this cooler in the passenger seat here. I'm having a cookout at my buddy's, and so I got to bring all the meat. So that's what that's for. So I'll give it a little pull here to come up to speed, cruising in the slow lane. Getting off here to turn back around, still no check engine lights. I'm pretty sure that it hasn't even tried to turn on yet though. I don't think it tries to turn on unless, I think I heard the number 59 somewhere on the forums, and I'm pretty sure that's intake air temperature, not ambient temperature. So if your intake air is 59, which I'm pretty sure it'd have to be pretty chilly for your intake to be 59. It's about 40 degrees outside right now, and my intakes just rolling through this roundabout are 95. So it would have to be pretty cold for it to get down to 59 degrees in your intake air. So, but no check engine lights, so it either hasn't tried to turn on or I did something right, one of the two. All right, here we go. Onto the ramp. Wait for us to get into lockup. No reason to spin your training. about does it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you don't mind, you could consider subscribing